Now, Honorable Minister, I know it is good you have your colleagues and you have young blood around you like the Honorable Anite and the board, the Honorable Kuyochwin. They will do the running for you to sort out these issues, Honorable Minister. Given the plethora of and the many challenges that Okaba has raised, very practical challenges, day-to-day challenges, but we must resolve them. And they have said it is our government, so they have to resolve. Honorable Minister, that is your burden. Now, the proprietor of Gulf Apartments, your time now. How did you, what are your challenges? How did you yourself make it? How do we learn from you how to also become rich like Lou?
Thank you very much, Charles. Thank you, everybody. I'm called Kermund George Adubango. I'm the Executive Director of KG Adubango Construction Engineering Works Limited. I started from a humble background, the way the rest have said. I started as a photographer. I had a small camera called Nokia by then. I didn't have transport. I started on foot. Then God blessed me with a bicycle. I rode a bicycle for more than 5 years. I progressed to a motorcycle. Now I'm here. So my opportunity unlocked when the current government took over power. His Excellency, the President of Uganda, took over power, and he brought in the policy of decentralization of governance. So, after bringing the decentralization of governance, we can remember time came when they said all the P7 children should sit exams when they have passport photos. And that's when I got my opportunity. It happens that by then we were only 2 photographers in Nebi. It was me and one Mosaic called Ondoga. So
the whole of Nebi district?
The whole of Nebi district from Pakwach
and Nebi district, remember Nebi district had Pakwach, Zombo and Nebi as one.
Yeah. So we entered into an agreement that we should divide Zombo, Nebi district into 2. So I took one side, Museo Ndoga took another side. Now from there, being a young man and Museo Ndoga was a bit old, I finished my side very fast. Then the district education officer asked that I should now go and help Museo Ndoga to take his part also. And I managed to get some money. The same government, thanks to President Museveni, came up with the decision of decentralization. There was no construction company in the whole of West Nile region. Then I said, why shouldn't I take this opportunity? Now that I have the money, which I made from photography, why don't I start supplying the local government? And I start doing this business. And then I started supplying districts. I was the first person to bring photocopier machine in Nebi, in the whole of West Nile region. People would bring photocopying work from Ajumani, Moyo, Arua, all to Nebi. And I was the one photocopying. Now I started supplying office scholastic material and other things needed, furnitures, everything. From there also I made money. I said, now, what next? I didn't go, I'm not an engineer. I said, why don't I form a construction company? Then I went ahead, I formed a construction company called KG Adubango Construction Engineering Works Limited. And I started constructing bridges, houses, using the engineers, the educated ones, who knows what to do. So from there, I started my work, I started making money. And after making some money, I graduated to pickups and I started buying tippers. And then when the money was excess, I came and put the hotel, Gaff Apartment, which is a subsidiary of the construction company. And from there up to now, I'm still in construction company, still active. I've been in construction company for 27 years, and the hotel is ongoing. So, in business, first of all, it is not the money which can make you get money. First of all, have the idea and have the zeal. You should have the zeal to turn that idea into a developmental ideas. Even if you are given billions of shillings now and you take it, they give to you that go and start the business. If you don't have the ideas, you will not go anywhere. Take for example, go to university. You'll get a very good professor teaching people in economics, business. Give 10 billion to the professor, send him to go to business. He will not make it. It will not. So it is about using the idea and put it correctly. Now, coming to business, I thank you, Minister of Finance and Uganda Investment Authority, for coming for us. It is good. We pray that the COVID should go away. People in West Nile are suffering. What is making us to suffer is, some of it is just information. Because right now I heard that upcountry hotel is not supposed to pay VAT. But in real sense, we are paying VAT to Revenue Authority. You see? So I'm even lost. I will need a lot of education about this. Then two, the issue of tax. It is not bad to pay tax, but should not be to some few people. You know? I think Uganda Revenue Authority should take it personally to move and talk to people in a friendly way, to people who are doing even small businessmen, business, they should really sensitize them how to start paying some little money in tax, whether they are not registered. And then when you get enough area of tax collection, then the burden which is coming on few people to pay the tax and make the country realize their target will reduce. Because if there are more people paying tax, I think the level of the burden will reduce. Other than leaving it to some few people to pay the tax, and you find the level, the burden is too much. If you put VAT alone is 18%. And then there is a corporate tax, 6%. So we are paying around 24% out of the business. So you will find the money you are making, you will not go anywhere. You will always remain at that level and you will not push any further. So really, Minister of Finance, with your team, try to take the issue of tax to a certain level, even to the cabinet. Let them look into this matter seriously. However much we convince people to come and do business, if the tax is overburdening them, we shall not go far.
Thank you.
And then,
thank you. Sorry.
Okay. Then I'm happy. My previous speakers have said everything. What Vincent has said, I agree with it. All what he has said is fact. So if we take this matter, he has put what Hope has put and Emmanuel has put into practice. Trust me, it is not only for West Nile region, it's for the whole of Uganda. You will make money and you will get bigger tax level than what we are getting now. Because for now we are just running after few people and we are closing their doors, pay the tax, do this, but others are just there. They are not paying this tax. So I thank you very much. I thank the government of Uganda, more especially my president, President Yoweri Museveni, for seeing very far, and I've seen now the future of West Nile is going to be secured. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much for those candid sharing. I'm going to now, I am managing the time, and I can see we are left with about 22 minutes. So I'm going to come back to each of you to ask you how, in your view, we are going to use this, take advantage of the industrial park and the opportunities that come with, cross-border access to market, especially with the DRC Congo now. Our brothers and sisters are here. They want to listen in and see. And of course, is it Patrick? Patrick said in his presentation that DRC is back home. And he said that that Ituri province mostly depends on Uganda. And therefore there is market, there is business to do. That's what I captured from his presentation. One of the entrepreneurs from West Nile, called Grace Katima, requested to share a minute of her own business experience. She is the MD of Koroga Uganda Limited. Morris, kindly lend her your microphone. Grace, can we hear from you? In 1 minute. Feel free, feel free.
Good afternoon, ladies
Good afternoon.
and gentlemen, all protocol observed. My name is Grace Katima and...
Speak to the microphone.
Yes. My name is Grace Katima and I'm in the industry of food and beverages. Currently, I am the distributor of most coffee machines in the country, but I wanted to... I'm happy that this opportunity has come up because there is a lot of coffee being grown in Zombo, in Erusi, Nebi, and I don't see why the coffee should cross to Kampala when we can put a processing plant in
West Nile.
In West Nile, yes. And we can also assemble the machines because right now I have I know the patent for wherever I'm getting the machines from and how they are very simple to assemble, and we can, give them to different people to sell their coffee. Mr. Okaba, I can give you machines for all your petrol stations and you sell coffee here. But currently, the machines we have to export coffee from Egypt and Kenya. So, and recently Uganda pulled out of the ICO. So we have a very big opportunity here. And also, Miss Anne, I'm with you on the oil. There's a lot of simsim grown in West Nile. We can do a processing unit for simsim oil because it's now called for the healthy options. Thank you.
Any challenges specific that you want to cite out?
It's pretty much acquisition for land and licenses to do these things.
Did you raise your hand when the Honorable Anite asked whether you're saved? In other words, after listening to the potential opportunities that the industrial park will present, she asked how many people, by show of hands, want to acquire land here.
Yes,
did you raise your hand?
Yes, I did. And
Good.
I was also very inspired by her as a female.
No, since she left politics, she's very inspirational. When she talks money, money inspires everybody. So definitely that's... money inspires everybody, including... there is a culture that I learned when I went to Buganda. When a child is born, immediately every person coming, they put money on the chest of the child. So even a one-day-old child is inspired by money, as far as I'm concerned, in Uganda at least. Now, Bob, the opportunities. In your view, how are you now going to take it up? Do you see yourself growing bigger, maybe in the next 1 year after this, after the minister has commissioned the first building here, the first industry, that we shall come back and we will be celebrating you doubling your investment capacity?
Thank you, Charles.
Microphone?
Actually, Thank you, Mr. Charles. In the first place, I didn't get time to tell you how I started my business, but all is well. We can go to the next stage. But the few things I can tell about my experiences in business, business is difficult. This is why we have a lot of allegation as business people on us, magic, what, because it's hard. It's not simple as you think. I started business when I was 13 years, very young boy. That's the first day I removed my table on the main street of Parombo town. And during the course of time, I could go to school, I would leave the business. When I come back, I make sure I keep whatever helps me to do business. We worked till then up to today. But the experience I got in business, the first thing is respect. Respect. So when you want to do business, you must have respect. Because you cannot go alone, at least there should be someone to give you access for anything. So the experience that I have, one is respect. Second is determination. Third, being focused. Why many people fail in business, according to my thinking, is because they just want to do business. No, it's not the business you think. It is creating target and reducing on your problems. Because many people just want money to get rich. No, where are you going with the richness? A businessman must know that we all of us have doors of problems. Door one, others have 50 doors and windows, others have 20. So every day think of closing the doors of problems, of your problems. The more you close the doors of your problems, then the more you will start saving. Because if your problem is education, you already work and solve the problem of school fees. If your problem is medical care, you have worked on medical care. If your problem is food, you have worked on food. Why don't you save? Others want motorcycle when they cannot even get food at their home. Why do you go for motorcycle? Label the problems. Problems number 1, problems number 2, problems number 3. Then deal with them accordingly. Don't jump the first problem. This is an advice.
Thank you.
Actually, what I wanted to talk about our going, how we can, what we can do for industrial park.
Yes, in 1 minute, because the minister
What we need,
you are blessed because the minister has requested that he wants to specifically respond to the issues that you have raised.
What we need actually,
so I'm going to cut down on your time a bit, but give you 1 minute each.
What
I
I think that can help our industrial park is bringing together our local leaders to change mindsets of our people, basing on farming, changing their ideology on what they farm. Two, what we need next, the money, the people should be trained, because we lack people. Our people don't know what we call work, just work. Work, if anything is given right now to our people, we still don't know work. So the mindset of people should be changed by our leaders to learn that work is work, not money first, it is work. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and that point is an important point. Let's clap for Bob. And the leaders from government here, the ministers, already have talked about the mindset change being one of the pillars under the parish development model. MPs, that is your, that's going to be your burden with the other political leaders. You need to engender that pillar for our people, so that that mindset change takes place when you sensitize them on the parish development model. Thanks, Bob. Emmanuel, how to use the opportunities of the industrial park in 1 minute.
Thank you very much. This opportunity, I'm requesting Minister, through you, we ask and request His Excellency President of the Republic of Uganda to maintain for some time that position of Anite, because she is the one that can run. This is so. She's the one who is energetic, that can move. Any slip of her position, we are gone.
I am
So
sure.
I think that one
I am
serious.
sure that
I've been saying that.
Emmanuel,
Yeah.
first wait. Now, this is a symposium of West Nile. Now that you have said that, I want to say that whoever is doing the rapporteuring should capture that as resolution number 1.
If that is our resolution, I will stand first.
Thank you very much. I will support you.
Yes. Having said that, what I wanted to do is this one to benefit us as people of West Nile is this industrial park should not be treated the same like the one in the Mbale, like the one in the Namamfe. You have to treat this one more or less as local. So my request is if government can go ahead and put, because it is my belief that use developed by competition. When they see somebody dressed nicely, they will look for that cloth. When they see somebody doing something and it is recognized, they will go for that.
Thank you.
So I think for the local people, because this manufacturing can be manned by either 2 people or sometimes 3 people to begin, this category of people may not be capable to put a stall or to put a factory of their own. But if the government can put at least 1 block, like this house, and it is given to local people who may have manufacturing at local level to develop there, you will get many people on board. That is my request.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Vincent, how to use the industrial park here. You raised the challenges, but now the how.
Thank you, Charles. I have not personally been into the manufacturing business, but I'm trying to get convinced. And Honorable Minister, we can assure you we have the money and we are going to invest on this land because that's the only way we are going to help employ our people.
And I didn't hear any clap.
But what I told you is something you should take serious. Otherwise, this industrial investment here is not going to help us if you don't consider the security, the road and revenue system of DRC.
And power.
And power.
Yes. Thank you very much, Vincent. The minister, of course, is going to respond to the specific issues that you guys raised. Anne.
Thank you. Last year when we visited this place with a team from Uganda Investment Authority, I straight away posted on my Facebook page how excited I was as a West Niler to know that NEBI had given land. And somebody commented and said, you people want to start grabbing our land. What did that mean? People get scared. People don't know whether this is meant for them. But my people of West Nile, this industrial park is for us. And if we do not take charge and grab this opportunity, then other people will come because there is no limitation.
Okay.
If you cannot do it alone, if I cannot do it alone, let's build partnerships.
Okay.
Get one other person or 2 or 3 and see what you can do together. Because this land is free. Why don't we make a move and take this land and put it to good use? So this starts with us. This is our land. It's for us. Let's start thinking quick of what we can do on this land. We already had the booklet. There are a lot of opportunities there. Let's grab them. And I will still say, if you cannot do it alone, get somebody, a like-minded person, come and do it with them. Before the team allocates land to our brothers from India, from China, from the Central region with respect, we want to see our West Nile people. I want to see you, I want to see me being a part of the owners of factories in this land.
Thank you very much, Anne. Thanks a lot for that passion and for that zeal and for that encouragement. Finally, KG of GAF.
Yeah, thank you very much, Charles. For me, I see a lot of opportunity in this park. First of all, for our people in West Nile, the food stuff. This park is going to employ a lot of people. They will need to eat. People who are keeping cows, they will need meat, they will need milk. And for people who are in service industries, I know across West Nile, people will come, people are booking their goods. Some will choose to stay in Arua, some will choose to stay in Koboko, some will choose to stay in Nebi. That is all money coming to West Nile. And another thing, I would like to request the team from Congo, what they have said now, for us, in order to benefit, let them talk to their border authorities. You know, the borders authority in Congo, sometimes they don't respect the voice of their bosses. The bosses are talking a different thing. Now with them, they do a different thing. So what we request is let them now reign on the people at the border, so that the people who are coming for business this side move in harmony. People who are leaving Uganda going to Congo, they move in harmony. I know we shall benefit a lot, and it will not benefit only West Nilers, even Congo. But the only thing, with the Congo, the big people talks well, the small one are terrible. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister, and your colleagues, Honorable Anite and Honorable Grace and Honorable Huda. Thank you very much for listening into this, and of course the MPs and board of UIA. Allow me now give opportunity for the minister to respond to the specific issues that were raised. They are a number, but Honorable Minister, also a request. One of the MPs wrote to me and said that whenever these businessmen, investors come to you, listen to them and see how you can assist them urgently in the issues that they raise. You're most welcome.
I have been forced. I have been forced to come back to the podium because I have been challenged. And you know, I like challenges myself, so I want to respond to the challenges. First of all, I want to thank KG. Thank you, Muzei, for being proactive. That is what we should think. Don't look at the problems first. Look at the opportunity. Then once you have seen the opportunity, then now you begin to look at the problems. So with respect to my son, Kaba Vincent, I think you are better to be my son. Don't look too much about the problems. Look after the opportunities first. Then once you have concretized the opportunities, then now you start looking for the way. Otherwise you will be stuck. You'll be frightened. In business, like in politics, you don't know what will happen. Now, capital, money, and I think I really again KG thank him, is not the problem, it is the idea. First and foremost, the idea. Are you convinced that that idea is useful? Then once that one has come, money, please listen to me. There is a lot of money in Uganda. Have you heard? Have you heard me? All those banks are full of money, including my UDB. But in order to access it, you must qualify. You must go with the correct project proposal, and then they are dying to lend. The interest yet, that one we can sort out later on. Interest can be high, that one I know. But the money, at least maybe I can talk for my banks. There is UDB, particularly for industry. That is one of the main area of targeting. There is Post Bank. I'm talking about my government. There is housing finance. You go there with a well-worked out proposal. If they refuse to listen to you, please get in touch with me. Because I'm their boss, I will punish them. But you must go with a well-worked out proposal which will make sure that they get back their money. Power. The cost we have discussed, I don't want to repeat this. Power is coming. Things also, by the way, you must also help us. Many must sympathize with the government. We can't do everything at the same time. It's not possible. It's like when you are running a family. I don't think, most of you, I'm sure here you are married. You don't solve all your problems in a family at a go. It's not possible. You go one by one, by one, by one. The most important thing is that you must budget, you must plan. Passable roads, I agree with you. You know, my daughter there, I call her Chichi. She's on me on Nebi Gold Road, but this time let me pronounce here. Let me go and look for money to do that road. Markets should be part of your planning. Don't begin to do something without knowing where you're going to sell the products, because you will be wasting your time. In your proposal, particularly if you want to go and borrow money, you must plan where is the market, where are you going to get the market. Insecurity, we are handling that one, you know that very well. I was not aware that we have got a lot of insecurity on the other side. Or the only problem I know was the border with our brothers, the South Sudanese. But all around. No. Oh, okay. Very good, very good. I will report to the security officer. I will report it, and even the president will know about this. Oh, she's here. By the way, you could come and answer back. Come and tell them. Come, daughter. You come. You come. She's here. You answer about the question of security.
Honorable Minister, indeed we had some issues of insecurity here, but our men in uniform responded quickly. Even that group was disorganized. We have picked some of them, where one of them is even our own around here. We are all aware. The leader, he was captured, and is still with us.
No, they are fighting.
What I'm saying is, we have not left that gap. We are there. I am not saying that we have completely worked out those ruminants, but the government is there. Indeed, in issues of security, let us appreciate the government of Uganda. No, but that's why now we are talking about Congo joining East African Cooperation. That is one of the areas where our two governments are working. That's exactly what they are doing in our borders with the Kasese, and they are also coming here and doing that. Issues of security, the government of Uganda is super, and that is one of the major reasons why the citizens of this country have believed in this government. That has been one of our keys, the flagship that we are flagging everywhere in this country. I am aware, I'm part of this, even in Southern Sudan. Last week I was there, they have crossed, they are carrying our cows, they are carrying things, but these are the things the government is working. Our government cannot just cross there and begin to fight everything. We have to move slowly by slowly, my brothers. Thank you.
I think you have heard that one. I also carry the message to the minister, her colleague, the Minister of Defense, but I also talk to the President about that issue. Now, differentiated taxes and duties. We are looking at all the duties and taxes. I think this was raised by is it Mzee Kegi, or is it who? Is it you, Vincent, who raised it? It is you who raised it. We are looking at the whole structure of duties and taxes, so that these taxes are equitable. They are not decided. And I was very impressed. I don't know who said that. I think it was Mzee Keji who said, please let us all pay taxes when they are due. I often say, let me repeat it here for everybody to hear. Paying a tax is a noble responsibility of any citizen. Paying taxes is a noble responsibility. You should not avoid taxes. Don't cheat. You are cheating yourself. Let me tell you, when you pay your taxes, you are actually investing. When you give me your taxes, I will do the roads for you. I will bring the power for you. I will bring water. I will pay the soldiers and the police that will protect your assets. So please don't cheat yourself by refusing to pay taxes. But you should pay taxes in accordance with the rules and the regulations currently, which at that time are applicable. So, but otherwise we shall study this differentiated tax system, which you people raised here. Tax for every money maker, yeah, I finished that one. Now, retain honor, Anita, well, I have no power on that one. But if chance gives, if chance gives, I get a chance, I will whisper. Thank you. Now, I would like that you release me. I have to rush to Mubende to look after my cows, I told you. Okay. And I want to go and look after my cows tonight and tomorrow. So thank you very much indeed for hosting us. Let us keep in touch and make sure that please things which we have agreed upon, we will do our bit, but we also want like to do your bit. I wish you, all of you, to become rich. Thank you.
Honorable Minister officially opened the park.
To launch, to open the seminar. Okay, given to me by the Constitution of Uganda and His Excellency the President, I wish now to declare that this park is officially open.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Charles and team.
Let's clap for the Honorable Minister once again.
Charles, as you say farewell to your team, just shortly, allow me to request the Honorable Minister and the ministers to walk with our chief guest through the exhibition as he walks to his car. So, Honorable Anita will lead you, Honorable Minister.
Okay.
The Director General and the Chair, if you could lead the Minister to the exhibition hall as we conclude. Yes, Charles.
Thank you very much, Maurice. Thank you, Minister and your colleagues. I now want to request, ladies and gentlemen, let's clap for the entire panel. Bob, Emmanuel, Okaba, Ann, and KG. As we were having a discussion, the PPS Honorable Dr. Omona says that tell those business people, the investors, that even us, the people of West Acholi, the West Acholi farmers are part of this market. So we are coming and very happy that this summit has been a success. So thank you very much, Dr. Omona, and the rest as well. Thank you very much. Maurice, I think we need now to make announcements for lunch.
Thank you very much. David, I wanted Charles to request you in the local language to request the people to remain seated. We have lunch, and we will usher them in batches. If they can remain seated until we've ushered them to lunch.
Thank you. What you kwachi mokumanok nea dano cheke ke obed kakagi wawe kuelo mube shido ka neno pinj majiti ka nyutu cha gishidi jubechi serving cham kawoni eni ashas bibinu ni luongu kukama utie iye kudi uai malo ni kum cham utie mabiro modano zo juyobu piu ashas gibe binu kawoni eni ni luongu kitemo be serving kodo wafoyo.
Thank you very much, Charles. Ladies and gentlemen, we are serving lunch very shortly, and as Charles has mentioned, please remain seated. Our beautiful ushers will guide you to the serving centers. We want to thank our media partners.